All right, thank you again for the lesson. Learned a lot, actually, a lot more than I was anticipating. So I'm really stoked to actually get to work on this sort of stuff, especially with the talk of path in relation to face. I feel like I already had a good idea of like what to do with that, but now like initial direction and stuff like that, and more of the swing plane, learning more about that. That's awesome. So I love it. But with this technology, how do you think this tool has influenced your teaching methodology?
So, number one, starting with the video. It's like nowadays, how can you not use the video when you instruct? I mean, the naked eye can only pick up so much, but to have the instant feedback like we have here, not only with the quads, but with the video, it takes the guesswork out of it. And that's the biggest thing, it takes the guesswork out of it. So, I've been there before when I'm out on the range giving lessons with very limited technology, and it's difficult. You got to get creative. Again, this is fact-based. You're seeing it. We have numbers to back things up, and that's why we're using the quads here. We really quickly just changed your path 3 or 4 degrees, and all of a sudden we're getting that desired drawing ball flight more consistently. So yeah, just using the technology like the quad and the video, you can't beat it. You have to use it.
Yeah,
right?
Exactly. I like it. Cool. How often and what student do you typically use like this kind of technology with? Do you use them with all your students?
This is on a daily basis we're using this. The only time where we might not use it is if we go outside for a short game lesson or a playing lesson. At that point, it's more strategy. If we're on the course playing with them, we're talking about their strategy. We're their caddy essentially, but we're using this technology every single day in every one of our lessons. We've got the motion measurement technology that we're using through our cameras, and again, it's probably the greatest teaching tool that you can have.
Yeah.
Because again, it's taking the guesswork out of it. So, and it's really proving what's behind the ball flight.
Yeah.
Right. Which is all we're trying to do is get your ball flight better, your miss hits better. Right. So yeah, we use it every day, and I don't know if I go another day
really
without
do not.
it.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you. So.
How has this tech influenced and helped your students?
Yeah, again, it's being a fact-based system. There's no smoke and mirrors here. Everything is right out in front of you. As long as everything is set up properly, they're allowed to come in here and practice and reinforce what we just worked on. Not only just using training aids. The launch monitor itself is a training aid. They get the immediate numbers up on the screen. They know right away based off of what we're working on in the lesson, if it's to get the path more inside out, they have that instant feedback. Same thing with the training aids. Again, it can be as simple as that.
Yeah.
Just putting something to encourage a positive motion, and that's really what that tech is doing, along with our biofeedback. I can show you if we're over rotating on the way down, like you saw earlier, right? We were turning a little quickly coming down. We would have been clipping the noodle on the way down, right? So all of that is just positive feedback for the student, and it's immediate feedback. So that's probably the biggest benefit for them.
Cool. I love it. That's great. So what return? I guess this is a pretty simple question, but obviously since you use it every day, like what return on investment do you have with using this kind of technology for your instruction?
So the biggest thing that we're most proud of is helping people get better. I would say that is the ultimate return on investment.
Yeah.
That's what we're here to do. We're here to help our students get better. The cost of the technology, it's negligible when you're helping thousands of students out over the course of many years. So ultimately it's just about making our students better. They understand that that's what they're committing when they step foot in here. Understanding how the tech works, that's just a part of the process.
Nice.
So yeah, that's most important thing in my eyes is just helping them get better.
Good.
All right.
And I think I know the answer to this last one, but if you were to do it all over again and like repurchase, we need to repurchase, would you change anything? But it doesn't sound like you would.
The quad, in my eyes, would be the best bit of technology that we can have. There are certain components and certain levels that you can purchase, but when we made that decision, cost was certainly a factor, but ultimately, what is going to give our students the greatest ability to succeed and understand what they're doing, and the GC Quad provides that for all of our students. So it was a no-brainer ultimately. So we have them in all 4 of our bays here, and again, practicers, students during lessons, we're using it every single day. Every minute of the day we're using these things, so you can't beat it. I think that was the ultimate deciding factor, is it's giving us the best information to help our students get better. So
Nice.
That's why we made that choice.
I like it. That's awesome. Thank you again so much.
You got
I really
it. Yeah,
appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I enjoyed it.